Hi, I'm Gary Milne, PGA golf professional at Woodbury Park, and I thought what better place to start than with a series of stretching exercises for golfers of all abilities. So I've come up with 10 exercises that I think will help you not only hit the ball further, will prevent injury, and hopefully help us with our well-being through these difficult times. So the first exercise we're going to do is we're going to try and stretch out the hamstrings. Some of the guys might find this quite difficult to begin with. And we're going to try and touch our toes, holding this position for 1 minute. We're going to do 3 reps, and we're going to have a 20-second breather in between each one. So to begin with, maybe you might only be able to touch your ankles, but ideally we want to be able to touch our toes holding that position. From that exercise, we're going to go into our second exercise, which is with our legs apart, and we're going to stretch the inner thighs here, leaning forward. We're going to do 2 reps here, and we're going to hold this position for 1 minute for each of the reps. Into our third exercise, we're going to be working the upper thigh or the quad, and what we're going to do is lean on one knee, and we're going to lean back with our upper body, feeling it stretch up the upper part of the thigh. We're going to hold that position for 1 minute, and we're going to do 2 reps on each leg. Okay, our fourth exercise, staying in the same position as we did with the upper thigh, what we're going to do, put our hands down in front of us, pushing our right knee down towards the ground. Now for the more flexible, you'll get that knee much closer to the ground. Clearly I'm not. But we're going to push this knee towards the ground, and we're going to feel it pulling around the hip area here. Again, we're going to hold this position for 1 minute, and we're just going to do 1 rep here on each hip. Our fifth exercise, we're going to stretch the calves out. So what we're going to do is put our left leg out in front of us, keeping the knee above the left foot, and stretching our back leg out, keeping our heel flat on the floor, and keeping the right leg straight. Again, we're just stretching the calf out. We're going to hold this position for 1 minute, 20-second breather in between each time, and having done that, we're going to do 2 reps on each leg. Our next exercise is to sort out and stretch our wrists. I obviously found this quite tricky the first time I did it. In fact, it hurt a little bit, if I'm honest, but I found it really quite easy now. So what we're going to do is lean forward, putting the backs of our hands on the carpet, and trying to push our elbows quite close to one another, and you'll feel it pulling up the back of the wrists. I'm going to hold that position for 1 minute, and I'm only going to do 1 rep here. From this exercise, I'm going to go straight into stretching the forearms. I'm going to put my palms flat on the carpet, getting my fingers to point towards my knees, and again trying to keep my elbows quite close to one another. I'm going to stretch those forearms again. I'm going to hold this position for 1 minute. So from stretching the forearms, I'll have a 20-second breather, but my next exercise is to stretch the ankles. I'm now sitting back on my ankles, holding this position for 1 minute, and whilst doing so, I'm going to get the blood circulating back into my arms and hands just by shaking them beside me. So we're into our last 2 exercises. This is all to help the shoulders. What I'm going to do is put my palm flat on the wall along with my forearm, and I'm going to push my shoulder towards the wall. I'm going to hold that position for 1 minute, stretching it out, feeling it pulling around the shoulder blade. I'm going to do that on both shoulders, just 1 rep. Our final exercise, again it's all to help with the shoulder area, is to put our arm flat against the wall and then try and push our chest towards the wall. You'll feel it pulling around the front of the shoulder and around the back of the shoulder blade. I'm going to hold that for 1 minute, and again I'm just going to do it once on each shoulder. Well, I hope you've enjoyed those 10 exercises. If you were to do them thoroughly, it will take you approximately half an hour. I think you'll notice a big difference after a week of doing them. I certainly did. And if you've enjoyed this video, perhaps you'd like to look at my YouTube channel and like and subscribe. Have a great day.